So Sam Raimi has a new movie out. It's called Send Help, and it's pretty dang good. I just watched it last night, so this is my spoiler-free review. If you know me, you know that I love modern horror movies. I love Hereditary and Weapons and Talk to Me and all of them. I think they're all great, and they play it super straight. And this movie is not like them at all. Send Help is a little bit gory, it's a little bit jump scary, and it's fully Sam Raimi in a way that is just so refreshing to see in cinemas. Watching this movie made me realize I have not seen nearly enough Sam Raimi horror projects. I've seen the first Evil Dead, and I've seen, but I've never really done a deep dive into Sam Raimi's work, and this movie kind of makes me wish that I had, because it's just so intentional. There's so many different lenses and camera moves and cool framing and campiness that it's just, you're never bored while watching it, which is something you can't really say for a lot of horror movies nowadays. I really like that this movie didn't play it safe for too long. I do think that it does reveal its hand a little bit too early. It's sort of like at the end of Act 1, where you sort of get a sense of where things are going, and there's like one or two lines that like I just kept thinking about and kept predicting what would happen, and I was right, and the movie just had to like catch up with me, and it was a little bit awkward, but I was having too much fun to even notice. I think on repeat viewings, it would annoy me a bit more. Act 2 has a lot of repeated beats, but the first time you watch it, it's very, very fun. And pretty much all of that is because of Rachel McAdams and Dylan O'Brien. They are so good in this movie. Dylan O'Brien gives a performance that I feel like any other actor would play too straight or play too silly. But he actually does have some layers in this movie. He's able to balance like the campiness and the absurdity and the more realism parts of it and the tone really well in a way that you don't really get from a lot of horror movies. They're either completely one note or trying too hard to be three-dimensional, but Dylan O'Brien just does it and he's good. But Rachel McAdams, this is really her movie. She is the star. Literally, she just got a Hollywood star. She's so good. I think she's one of those actors that is just so versatile, and everything she does, she just gives it 100%. And this movie, she gives 110%. It is very, very fun to watch. She carries the tone shifts on her shoulders. The movie only really works because of Rachel McAdams in a way that I don't really see from other horror movies. I feel like horror movies mainly work because of the tension or the writing or the villain or any of that, but Rachel McAdams kind of just her performance being so campy and good and making you so invested is the only thing that keeps this movie from feeling bloated or unnecessary. And yeah, it's a little bit too long and I have a few other minor critiques, but I feel like overall this movie's just like a breath of fresh air from so much of the cinema culture at the moment, but also the horror genre. I hear people say that they don't make movies like they used to, but it kind of feels like Sam Raimi is making movies how they used to. Send Help is so campy and fun, and feels like it's straight from the 2000s, besides some shaky VFX, which I wish they used practical, but whatever. And it's so weird that January is becoming this month of really good horror releases. We just got 28 Years Later, and I'm seeing Iron Lung tonight, so support horror movies, support different and interesting horror movies like these ones. And if you have even a passing interest in horror or Sam Raimi or Rachel McAdams or campy horror movies, then I think Send Help should definitely be near the top of your watch list. So that's why I'm going to give it a 7.5 out of 10. So that's my review of Send Help. If you have your own thoughts on it or just want to see it, please leave a comment down below. Please like and subscribe. I'm still figuring out the content I want to make. I was going to make a review last week on The Rip, because I did see it, and it was interesting, but I think I'll make that into a longer Netflix video, so let me know if you want to see that as well. In the meantime, that's about all I got for this week. I'm going to watch The Iron Lung tonight, so I'm looking forward to that, and I will see you next time.